Hello, my rocket enthusiasts. For today's practice, you'll need 2 blocks and access to a wall. We'll start our practice in extended child's pose. Knees wide, big toes together, bottom back, arms out in front. Let your forehead rest toward the earth and immediately start to befriend your breath. For some of you, that might mean a lengthening. For others, it's just an observation. And then closing into the eyes and starting to deepen the quality of the breath. Note its texture. At the top of the inhale, allow there to be a subtle pause. And at the bottom of the exhale, a subtle pause. Begin to squeeze the knees toward each other to awaken the pelvic floor. And on your next inhale, rise to all fours, and as you exhale, stretch back, downward dog. Take a couple moments to pedal out the dog, noticing the backs of the legs, the feet, and then finding a place to land in your dog that allows the movement to stop and the breath to take over. Choose your gazing point, your drishti, so that each time we come back to dog, the eyes land there. And on your next inhale, extend your left leg up. Point your left toes, bend your knees, start to roll the hip open. Reach your heel toward your bottom and maintain the integrity through your arms. Stretch back. Take your eyes forward, step your left foot outside your left wrist, drop your back knee pointed. Tent your fingertips and sink into the psoas of the right leg. Straighten out the left leg, peel back, an asymmetric runner's lunge. And then bending into that left knee, plant your palms using the back foot as momentum to step your right foot forward outside your wrist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen again. Rise to your tippy toes. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and tap your right wrist with your right toe. Release. Left wrist, left toe. Some of you might walk it in, tap both wrists. And then a squat at the top of the mat. Drop your bottom, elbows press into the knees, rock side to side. Releasing your hands to the earth, step your left foot back, drop your knee, tent your fingers and sink into the psoas of the left hip. And tuck your pinky toe down. And then tucking the back toes under, peel back on the right leg, flex your toes toward your face, an asymmetric runner stretch. Bend back into that front knee, plant your palms, send the right leg high, point your toes, and then bend your knee, roll it open, maintain the integrity through the hands. Find that gazing point you established in the first dog. Take your eyes forward, step your right foot outside the right wrist, left foot outside the left wrist, lengthen. Fold. Rise up, plant the palms, protract the shoulders, tippy toes, left toes tap left wrist. Release. Tippy toes, protract right toes, right wrist. Release. Fan the feet, sink your bottom, malasana, little squat. Noticing how the breath might have got rigid or calculated. Find the sounding breath long and spacious. Planting the palms, Bakasana, crow pose. Tuck your knees on the backs of your arms and then touch your toes to your wrists. Back to crow. Toes to the wrists. Back to crow. Release the feet between the hands, lengthen. Fold. Stand tall, reach high, look up. Release your arms. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop the feet back, lower all the way to the belly. Rise up, cobra, bend your right knee, look at your right foot. Come back through center, left knee, look at your left foot. Release, rise up, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, take it back. Take your left hand to your right hip, knee, or ankle and give it a little spin. Pull the navel center back and revolve yourself from the upper back, pivoting that right armpit high. And release. Opposite side, cross it over hip, knee, or ankle, and leverage using the right arm to pivot the left rib high. And release. Set the eyes, internally rotate the thighs. Take your eyes forward, feet between the hands. Lengthen. Bow. Stand tall, reach high. Release your arms. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, urdhva mukha. Exhale, adho mukha svanasana, downward dog for 5. 4. 3, 2, 1. Completing the exhale, feet forward, lengthen, bow, reach high, look up, release your arms, arms up, over and in, neck soft, lengthen. Step or hop the feet back, chaturanga. Urdhva mukha. Downward facing dog, strike back, feel all 10 fingers grip. 4, 3, 2, 1. Completing your exhale, eyes forward, feet pounce, lengthen, fold, sit low, Utkatasana, hands to heart center on the right leg, warrior 3, set the eyes, internally rotate the thigh, feel the fingerprints touching each other for 2, 1, standing split, point the toes in the sky. Option to go upside down for a handstand. 3, 2, 1. Step or hop back, low push up. Ride your inhale. Ride your exhale. Left leg lifts. Step it or jump switch it forward. Float it up. Warrior two. Flip your warrior. Hands down, step back, chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. Right leg lifts. Step it or jump, switch it forward. Float up. Warrior two. Flip your warrior. Hands down, step back, low push-up. Urdhva, tops of the feet down. Adho, we go back. Allow the heart to slow. Allow the pattern of the breath to deepen. Become aware of something in the dog that you've never paid attention to. Pinky toe, edge of the foot, middle finger, what's happening in the neck. Completing your exhale, feet to the top, lengthen, bow. Sit low, Utkatasana, hands to heart center, warrior three on the left leg. Internally rotate the leg in the sky, fingerprints touching, 2, 1. Standing split, point the toes in the sky, option to invert, 3, 2, 1. Step or hop back, chaturanga, urdhva mukha, adho mukha. Lift your right leg up. Step it or jump switch forward. Rise up. Warrior two. Flip your warrior. Extended side for an exhale. Exalted picks you up. Hands down, step back, chaturanga. Urdhva mukha. Adho mukha. Left leg lifts. Step it or jump switch it forward. Rise up. Warrior two. Flip your warrior. Extended side. Exalted. Hands down, step it back, low push up. Urdhva mukha. Adho mukha, back we go. Option to stay the way you are. You might take child's, you might drop to the forearms for dolphin or Pinchamayurasana, forearm stand. Wherever you are, ensure that you're utilizing the inhale to get spacious and exhale to drop. 3, 2, 1. If you're upside down, right side up, stretch back, downward facing. Eyes forward, feet between the hands, lengthen. Bow. Sit low, Utkatasana. Bending your hands so that they come to heart center, wrap your left leg around your right. Thread the left arm under the right arm, Garudasana, eagle pose. Sink a little bit lower into the pelvis. Feel the knees squeeze together, sitting bones widen. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, untangle, rise. Any variation of the shape, you might bind, elevate an arm, hand to hip. Hands down, either step back or handstand vinyasa to lower. Ride the inhale, ride the exhale. Left leg lifts. Step it or jump, switch it forward. Rise up. Warrior two. Exalted warrior. Extended side. Exalted warrior to Skandasana on the back. 3, 2, 1. Rise up, warrior 2. Hands down, step back, low push-up. Ride it up, slide it back. Right leg lifts. Step it or jump, switch it forward. Fly. Warrior 2. Flip your warrior. Extended side. Exalted warrior to Skandasana facing the back. 3, 2, 1. Warrior 2. Hands to the ground, step back, lower. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Click your right heel in, elevate your left leg up. Tent the right fingertips, bend the leg in the sky. Stop there or reach back with the right hand to catch your foot. 3. Drop your heart toward your thighs. 2. 1. 3-legged dog, heel back to neutral. Left knee taps the left wrist, hover or pick it up for 2. 1-legged crow. 1. 3-legged dog, send it high. Release your foot. Tack your left heel in, right leg elevates. Tent your left fingertips, bend the leg in the sky. Maybe reach back, catch the foot. Tighten the bow so the foot and the hand have this amazing symbiotic relationship. Both working, affecting each other. Release the foot, 3-legged dog, heel through neutral, right knee, back of the right arm, it hovers, or 1-legged crow, 2. 1, 3-legged dog, release your foot. Set the eyes on that imperfection. Eyes forward, feet to the top, lengthen. Over and in. Sit low, Utkatasana, hands to heart. Weight into the left foot, wrap the right leg under, right leg over, Garudasana. Elbows lift a little bit higher. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, hand to the hip, the ceiling or catch your foot. 3, 2, 1. Standing split, step or handstand vinyasa back to lower. Ride your inhale, ride your exhale. Lift your right leg up. Step it or jump, switch it forward. Float up. Warrior 2. Flip your warrior. Extended side. Exalted warrior to Skandasana, but lower your bottom to the earth. Right hand catches left ankle, left arm up and over. Rotate the whole rib basket. Gently release the shape. Inhale, warrior 2. Hands down, step back, lower. Ride your inhale. Ride your exhale. Left leg lifts. Step it or jump switch it forward. Float up. Warrior two, take up space, exalted. Extended side. Exalted. Skandasana facing the back, lower your bottom. Left hand catches the right ankle, right arm up and over. Your drishti, your gaze, is like the finish line of the posture. So we're looking in the direction that we're headed, finding a spot that we could imagine we're moving toward. Release the shape. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hands down, back to lower. Ride it up. Take it back. Clip your left heel in, lift your right leg up. Tent your left fingertips. This time, left hand catches your shin. Tighten your bow. Push your hand firm into your leg. If you know Vishvamatrasana, that's where we're headed. Maybe not using that bottom hand, step your right foot around your right wrist. Snuggle it across the mat, elbow goes under. You might stop there. You might sit on the back of the arm, elevate the left arm up. Feel the inner thighs hug together, 3. Eyes to infinity and beyond of that thumbnail. Last 1. Vasisthasana side plank, left hand goes down, right leg, arm up. You could step the foot down if it feels better. Eyes in the direction you want to go. I don't know about you, but I want to go up. Flip your dog, lower the foot behind and stretch the side of the body, maybe catching that bottom elbow joint. Without using the right hand, step the right foot forward, exalted warrior. Work your right knee forward to the top of the mat, peel the right lung back. Side triangle. Triangle posture. Rise up, heel toe the back foot in. Find your Trikonasana. Feel the inner thigh of the right knee start to spin up toward the ceiling. Take the eyes down, hands down, pistol squat. Left leg sweeps through. Squeeze the inner knees toward each other. Chest is upright. Stand up. Point your toes, intertwine your fingers behind your back, lean back. 3, 2, 1, catch the waist, step it back, twisted triangle. Send the sitting bones wide, left hand to the shin or the pinky toe edge. Start to roll the chest open. Dig deep into the bottom hand as you manipulate ribs, shoulders, eyes. Eyes down, twisted big toe. Stand up on the right knee. Catch your knee or the edge of the foot. Spin open. Notice where the eyes are. Is that the good spot, the good place? Or could you roll them farther over the back shoulder? Eyes forward, catch the foot, pistol squat. Set it, Plug the femur bone back. Standing split, send the right leg high. Send the left leg high. Step it back, drop the back knee, runner stretch. Flex your toes to your nose. Some of you will stay as is, some of you will slip and slide, Hanuman. And soften your eyebrows. Bending back into that front knee, exalted warrior, take it up. Side angle, elbow to knee or hand inside the foot. If you have a binding practice, you might bind. Some of you might step forward, stand up, birds of paradise. Whatever shape you choose, let the breath flow high. And as you exhale, it contracts and it anchors. If you're flying, step down, step back. Untangle the arms, a three-legged dog or Kundinasana. Pick it up, 2, 1. Three-legged dog, right leg goes high. Step it between the hands, drop your back knee. Left arm up. Hook your elbow over your knee. Some of you might thread it through into a bind. You might step it forward. You might take revolve, standing birds of paradise, a bound, twisted triangle. If you're flying, step down, step back. Either stay as you are or side crow. Lower the hands to the earth, pick it up. The chin leads the way, so smile the clavicles, chin forward. Return, hands down, send the right leg high. Cross the right foot behind the left foot and walk your hands back. Take an inhale for space. Exhale, fold. Take a few moments getting the breath back to normal. And then pop up onto the tippy toes of the left foot. Bend the right knee, rise up. Option to tangle the legs in our eagle shape. You might take it into a side crow with eagle legs. I untangle my top foot, plant my palms so the elbow catches that left knee, and then pick it up to cross. Gently untangle the shape. We'll meet upright. Release the hands to the earth, standing split, and step your feet hip distance apart. Catch your big toes in yogi grip, lengthen. Over and in, Padangustasana, hang. Give your head a shake, yes please, no thank you. And then hollow the belly back and drop the spine. Big inhale lifts the heart. Little squat, back of the mat, hands to prayer. You might stay just as you are. Some of you might pick it up, Bakasana. Maybe tap the wrists, straighten the legs, back to Bakasana, and maybe to headstand. Tangling the legs, maybe a butterfly, maybe a lotus position. You might fold it in, pick it up, protract the shoulders, 3, 2, 1. Wherever you are, release Malasana. Pivot the toes forward, put your hands under your feet, Padahastasana, lengthen. Fold. Tip the weight gently forward, internally rotate the thighs. Scan the body for where you are docile, vacant, avoidant. Next, inhale, lift the heart, release the hands from the feet and jump as far as you can into down dog. Meeting in downward facing dog. Clip your right heel in and elevate your left leg up. Tent the right fingertips, reach back with the right hand or maintain the tent fingers. So coming into Vishvamatrasana, maybe not using that right hand, step your left foot around your right wrist. Make a shelf for your elbow joint. You might stop there. You might sit on the back of the arm. Elevate the right arm up. Gaze to the thumbnail. Squeeze your thighs, point your toes. Vasisthasana side plank on the right. Spin it open. Option for any variation. And flip the dog. Step the foot behind, any variation, maybe catching the elbow joint. Big, deep breath. Without using your left hand, step the left foot forward, exalted warrior. Knee plunges forward, chest peels back. Rising all the way up, Trikonasana, walk it in. Hinge, find your shape. Wrist to wrist is one line. Back heel to back hip, another line. And then tailbone to crown of the head, another line. We are making sacred geometry. Eyes down, hands down, standing split to pistol squat. Sweep it through. You might catch the edge of the foot. You might tent your fingers. Femur bone is deep, eyes on an imperfection. And stand up. Intertwine your fingers, but put the awkward pinky on top. Lift your leg. Maybe drop the head back. 2. 1, catch the waist, step it back, twisted triangle, right arm reaches. Hand to the shin or the pinky toe edge. Have some fun. Widen the thighs, spin your ribs. Eyes down, twisted big toe, stand up. Catch the knee or the edge of the foot and spin. Trusting the standing leg. Take your eyes forward, catch your foot, pistol squat. Notice if you prefer the up or the down or neither, because they both suck. Standing split, send it to the sky. Step it back, half split or full split. Straighten your left leg. Take a couple moments to set it up, and then when it's appropriate, find the variation where you can land for 5 breaths. Returning to your lunge, knee over ankle, rise up, exalted. Extended side angle, elbow to knee or hand inside the foot. If you bound last time, bind again. If you stepped forward or took some other variation, do the same thing on the other side. If there's an injury, then support that with your props or taking 10% of the effort out of the pose. If you're flying, step down, step back. Untangle the arms, a three-legged dog or a kundinasana. Pick it up. Lift your hips nice and high. Three-legged dog, left leg to the sky. Step your foot between your hands, drop your knee, twisted side angle. Right arm up. Hook it over, hands to prayer. Arms might open, you might bind. Take whatever shape feels like it gives you freedom, but you walk that razor's edge of challenge and flow state. If you're flying, step down, step back. Either stay as you are or side crow. Pick it up. Widen the thighs. And come back the way that you were. Plant your palms, left leg high. Cross the left foot behind the right. Walk your hands back to your feet. Shake your head, let it fall away. Eagle pose, pop up onto the toes of the right foot, bend the left knee. Option to take your Garudasan or side crow with eagle legs. Hook your left elbow on your right knee. Maybe pick it up, cross the ankles. And release your flight back to eagle. Standing split, she goes to the sky. Step your feet hip distance apart. Bend your knees, put your hands under your feet. One more time, Padahastasana. Inhale, lengthen, fold. Eyes up the back wall. Tension out of the mouth. Grace on the face. Inhale, lengthen. Bend the knees, walk it forward, downward dog. Lift your left leg up. Step or jump switch, left foot forward, step back, Prasarita A, long edge of the mat, lengthen, fold it in. If you felt so inclined to take it upside down, you could do that. Low abdomen draws back, so it's transverse abdominis, low level of the belly. If you're upside down, come right side up, lengthen. Catch the waist, stand up. Arms float open for B, catch the waist, chest up, over and in. Once the crown of the head hits the ground, if it ever does, you're gonna press into it to smile your seat. Sitting bones go wide. Rising all the way up. Crescent lunge, face the back of the mat. Arms float. Natarajasana, dancer's pose on the right foot. You might take a mermaid bind, you might catch the ankle. Kick the foot into the hand, open the heart wherever you are to whatever degree. Standing split, tent the fingers. Option for one more handstand, likely more than one. Let's be real. Returning to a standing split, step your left foot back, drop your knee. Straighten the right leg, half split, full split. You might like blocks, you might turn it into a king split. What are you looking at? Sitting over on the right hip, half bound, seated lotus, cross it over. Some of you will work here, others might thread that left hand behind the back to catch the toe as you fold. The beauty of half lotus is the heel presses into the musculature of the abdomen. It forces one into the upper lungs, into the sides and the back. Rising all the way up, a Navasana with a half lotus, lean back. Some of you will extend the arms, some of you might catch your foot, like in primary series, Upaya Padangustasana. Release your leg. Untangle the lotus if it's too much and set it in a janu, a tree pose. Bending the right leg will come into a bound variation of horse pose. Lower your lotus knee to the ground or your bent knee to the ground. Thread the right arm under and take a bind or catch your shirt. The head might touch the floor. I don't want to give the ending of the story away, but we're so beautifully set up for soldier pose. So, I mean, we might as well. Untangle, let your lotus legs slip. Tent your right left fingers, weight into the right foot. Pick your left leg up, soldier pose. Look underneath the armpit, kneecap high. And release, step back. Let's pick it up, Kundinasana one more time. Some of you might go back through to Ashta, back through to Kundin, and then a three-legged dog. Step your foot forward, Prasarita D, long edge of the mat. Catch your big toes, inflate. Exhale, fold. Head falls. Again, if you're able to anchor the head into the floor, you'll notice the scapula can squeeze together. Inhale, lengthen. Catch the waist, stand up. Pivot forward for a crescent lunge. Natrajasana, dancer's pose on the left foot. Maybe there's a king, it might be a mer person bind. 3, 2, 1. Standing split. Option for a handstand. Tone the glutes, set the eyes, protract the shoulders. Standing splitters, point the foot in the sky. Releasing the left foot to the earth, step back, half split or full split. And soften your eyebrows. Find something out of your consciousness right now, be it the pinky toe on the right foot, the angle of the left big toe. Sitting over on the left hip, half bound seated lotus, any variation. Square off the shoulders. You might be working the hip. You might dive over and in. Rising up to release the shape for Navasana with a half lotus. Maybe lifting the leg, maybe catching the foot or arms, hover. Find a place for the eyes, whether it's the big toe joint, a spot on your wall or your ceiling. Releasing this shape for a bound horse pose. So you could untangle your half lotus, bend into the left knee, rise up on the lotus knee or a tree foot. Thread your left arm through, thread the right arm through, maybe tangle up the hands. Releasing the bind, let your lotus foot slip, soldier pose. Tent your fingertips. Arms are wide, so the left hand will catch the right foot. Hop the right foot in, catch the top of the foot, and start to peek up toward the knee. Work the knee farther and farther from your eyes, like a dog chasing its tail. It can never quite get it. So keep trying to pivot that knee. Open the heart. And untangle Kundinasana or a three-legged dog. Some of you will pull through for Ashta. Send it back, Kundin, three-legged dog. And release the foot. Option 1, child's. Option 2, Pincha Mayurasana. You might use your wall. If you're working a scorpion variation, a lotus hollow back. Your time, your shape. Tone the glutes. Child posers, find the breath. Come all the way down. Everyone take a moment, sit back, catch your breath. And then rising all the way up, if you have blocks, grab them. Downward facing dog. Jump all the way through to a seat. Crown Chasana, right leg back. Bend your left leg, knee between the breastplate. Maybe catch hamstrings or foot. Work your knee toward the ground. Tops of the back toes are gripping and extending the shin bone. Inhale, lengthen. Release the shape and turn it into Bharadvadrasana. It's either a half lotus or the foot touches the thigh. Right hand toward the left knee, left hand behind the back or catch the lotus toe. Soften where possible. The eyes come forward, untangle the shape. It's either a dandasana or pick it up to vinyasa. Meeting in a seat for crown chasana, opposite side. Tuck it back. Bend the long leg, fold it in, knee to chest. Option to extend to catch the foot or work the knee toward the breastplate. Inhale, lengthen. Bharadvadrasana, take the right leg into a half lotus or let it touch the thigh. Take your left hand to your right knee, left hand behind the back, or you catch your lotus toe. Scan your face as though you're looking at it. Take your eyes forward, untangle Dandasana, and we'll meet in a down dog, however you want to get there. Shifting your weight to a high push-up and come all the way down onto the belly. Tops of the hands on the earth, link the big toes together, peel up. Scapula on the back of the body, pinky fingers down. Keep everything up, but plant your palms, elbows squeeze in tight, gaze down the tip of the nose. And release, cheek to one side. You might take a vinyasa. You might stay as you are. Coming all the way down onto the belly. Bakasan, frog pose, feet flop. Reaching back, this could be more than enough. Some of you might rise up, work your hands to track your toenails. Keep working the feet outside the hips. And release. We'll meet in a down dog, however you want to get there. A variation on Ustrasana, camel. Drop to the knees, tuck your toes, stand up. You might take a regular Ustrasana. You might want to play with a Bakasana, frog. So taking the right top of the kneecap to the floor and fold the right leg up. Maybe that's enough. You might take your left hand over the body, catch the top of your foot, and then reach back for your heel, but square your chest forward. And release the shape. Option 1, child's. Option 2, any inversion of your choice. Maybe a headstand, forearm stand, handstand. Come all the way down, the toes are tucked. Ustrasana, maybe regular. Maybe rise to the top of the kneecap of the left knee. Frog the foot. Maybe cross the right hand over to catch the foot and then lean that left hand back, Ustrasana catch. Square your chest forward. And release the shape. Stretch back, down dog. Get into the sides of the body, the back of the body, and then come through to a seat. Upavishta Konasana, legs go wide. Folding forward, maybe this will be more than enough. Maybe you'll lean forward, pubic bone, belly button, ribs, chin. Rising all the way up. Think sundial without a bent leg. So bending your right leg and then thread that right arm under. So you could stop there. Some of you might pick the foot up, catch the knee on top of the elbow joint, catch the edge of the foot, lean back and point the toe. You might even feel like picking it up into another variation of Vishvamitrasana. And release the shape. Opposite side, bend the left leg. You might take a moment, maybe bind under that left leg. Maybe hook the left knee on top of the elbow joint. Maybe catch the foot for a sundial, long leg is pointed. Maybe you pick it up, variation on Vishvi. Release your bottom, release your legs, feet together, all the way down onto the back. Little bridge, full wheel. Come all the way up, any rendition. And all the way down. Take a moment, let it settle. Coming up, second, full wheel, little bridge. You might walk it in a little tighter if you're working TikToks or drop backs. 3, 2, 1, and down. Last one. Set it up. If you're looking for God, he, she, they are in your spine. Elevate. Inner arms fan away from each other. Spin the eyes of the elbows forward. And down. Tuck your knees to your belly, rock side to side. We'll turn it into a twist. Lower your feet to the ground. Cross your left foot over like you're making a figure 4. Take the arms out wide. We'll gaze over to our left shoulder and lower our left foot to the floor, working the knee to the top of the mat, the direction that your feet are facing. Eyes forward, legs through center, untangle, retangle. Eyes over the right shoulder, right foot falls to the ground. Work your kneecap toward the direction your feet are facing on your mat. Eyes through center, knees through center, untangle, give it a hug. And And lie on your back for final relaxation. Drape shoulders, take an inhale. No effort. Scan the body from the skin to the muscles, to the bones, to your heart beating. Like you could call all parts of yourself back. Feel free to stay in this shape as long as you like. Unless you have to go to work, you should probably get up and go to work. Thank you for your practice.